Good evening, truckerstrong family. JT here. How's each and every one of you doing today? I'm not doing too bad. It's been a crazy day. I'm going to tell you straight off, I messed up today. Oh boy, did I mess up. So, I delivered yesterday in Columbia, Maryland, which is close to Baltimore. Dropped that trailer, was supposed to pick up an empty from there. Going up to Pennsylvania, up to Brockport. Well, at my company, we have a couple different types of trailers that we use. Captive beam and non-captive beam. I don't know if you guys know what those are. But for what I was doing, I was not supposed to bring a captive beam. Well, most of our trailers, as far as I know, are all labeled that say captive beam. I didn't see where it said captive beam. It didn't say captive beam. But I didn't look inside the trailer to see what it looked like, just to make sure. So I drove all the way 250 something miles up to Brockport with the captive beam trailer. My trailer gets rejected because they will not load those trailers with what I was hauling. So I talked to dispatch. I apologize. I know it was my fault. So they sent me over to Coraopolis, Pennsylvania, which is over by Pittsburgh, to pick up a non-captive beam trailer. Well, the weather started getting a little frisky, and you know those back roads of PA and all that stuff. I just didn't have enough time to make it back to that shipper who stops. Well, I didn't have enough drive hours, to make it back to the shipper to get loaded tonight, and they won't be loading again till Monday. So, my mistake cost my company money. My mistake cost probably not really the shipper and receiver money, because the load doesn't technically deliver till the 17th or 16th or 17th, and it's only a 400 mile run, which could be done in a daytime. But at the same time, I messed up the logistics. Now they got to move a driver, put another driver on that one, and all that stuff. I mean, I know that's what these planners and dispatchers and customer service people do, but it was an extra step because I did not read a spot that said, do not take captive beam trailers. And I did not get in to my truck or my trailer, open the back door, and look at it. Now, I feel responsible for that. I even asked the lady who covers my DM's board when he's not there, who's a wonderful woman. I says, I don't want paid for these miles. I messed up, not you guys. I messed up. And she said, no, just next time, just be more careful. And so I'm getting paid extra miles, and I don't feel like I should. I don't feel comfortable even getting it. I could use it. Who couldn't use more money, right? But I know my head's not been in the game lately. With everything going on, I'm just not thinking properly. I'm not doing things properly. I'm not 100% focused, and that's very dangerous out here on the road. Today was a good wake-up call for me. I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I took the wrong trailer when literally me and dispatch got off the phone 5-10 minutes later. I mean, even if it wasn't marked on the outside of the trailer that it's a captive beam, like most of ours are, I should have still checked it. Because I did know that they're not all marked. Now, if I didn't know and I just, presumed it wasn't, different story, but I did know. So it's kind of upsetting to me. She laughed about it. Everyone who was involved laughed about it but me. And I didn't like it. And then while I was at this shipper, I had an issue with another driver. So I was bent over the desk. My pants weren't down past my butt, but my shirt came up above my waistline a little bit while I was leaning forward. And dude starts going off, I can see your butt, blah, 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 blah. You know, another driver behind me is like, what are you talking about? And this driver just went totally crazy. And I mean, I was done. I walked back out to my truck. I was getting in my truck. Dude came out, just started harassing me. Oh, it almost got bad. I held it together, though, because fighting isn't the answer. Arguing isn't the answer. He should have minded his own business. I should have minded my own business. I guess next time I'll make sure my shirt doesn't come up about this far. But it is what it is. Now, off those subjects, let's talk about radios. These things right here. You got one? You got it turned on. I don't care if it reaches 15 miles, 5 miles, 2 miles, line of sight. We all need to have one. We all need to be ready for what is going on in life. Sorry, there's a truck here. Came in the truck stop entrance the wrong way. Thought he was going to hit me. We need those. There's tools that we have in our arsenal, at our beck and call. I don't know what, but we have tools out there available to us that can help us communicate, help us prevent some accidents, horrific accidents, many fatalities this weekend. Not in just Texas. I seen an ambulance upside down. I seen a big truck upside down over on a bridge. I seen a big truck hanging off of a bridge this weekend. And I was driving with 8,000 pounds in the box going to Maryland in that ice storm. In Kentucky, Indiana, the Virginias, all that, Pennsylvania. I probably should have been parked. Even with the skills I do have and the knowledge I do have, I probably should have still been parked. Though I will tell you, I am that right lane driver who goes super slow. I'm that one who you probably yell at on the radio to get out of the way. I don't get out in the hammer lane and go slow. When I get out in the hammer lane, I'm going fast. It is possible to drive in these conditions if you do it properly. It is possible to watch out for your brothers and sisters of the road properly. Four-wheelers don't always have our best interest in heart, and we do not always have their best interest in heart, because we don't take into effect that, hey, maybe that's this kid's first time driving alone after getting their license. Hey, this is the first time they've ever driven in construction. This is the first time they've driven at night. You know, we don't take that stuff in consideration all the time for them either. And they don't take into consideration that we stop on a dime. That we don't stop on a dime. That we can't always see all the way around us. So, you know, there's give and take on the road. And I was told something when I first started learning to drive years ago. Hell, it's been a long time. Always presume that no one around you knows how to drive and that you're the only one. That way you're more cautious. And I've lived by that. And, you know, it's caused issues because I'm a backseat driver. I can't ride with nobody. There's only one person I could ever ride with and not say anything to. Well, two, and that was my mom and my dad. But I am a very cautious driver. That does not mean I've not messed up. Oh, that does not mean I've not messed up. I hit a parked trailer one time. Don't even ask. I'll tell you a story if you want to know, but don't ask. I even went into a ditch in Pocahontas, Illinois. It wasn't my fault, but I could have made the turn a little wider, and my trailer wouldn't have went in the ditch. It wasn't that I put it in the ditch. It was that it was really wet and moist, and the culvert gave out and broke underneath of me, which that sucked. Even when the state troopers got there and the tow truck says, man, there was nothing you could have done. There's nothing at all. He showed me where it cracked and all that stuff. So yeah. But it is possible to drive in wet, slippery, icy conditions. But you have to be safe. These trucks don't do 80 miles an hour in those conditions. They don't do 60 and 70. You know, your braking stops a lot beforehand. You scan 50, I think, what is it? They tell you in the schools, 10 to 15 seconds in front of you. You got to always have your head on a swivel. Check the mirrors. That's what you got. When I was training, it was check that mirror, I'll do this again. Check that mirror, check my speed, check that mirror, and then back on the road. And you can do all that in a matter of 3 or 4 seconds without jerking your neck around. So brothers and sisters, let's watch out for each other. Let's be safe. If people are getting too stupid on the road, pull off. I seen a post on Facebook yesterday that said that company will have a new truck and a new driver on the road within 24 to 48 hours after your accident, if not before. And if you die, are they going to still send your paycheck to your house? Are they still going to send it to your wife, your husband, your kids, your mom? Are they going to do that? Hell, if that's the case, can you make me your beneficiary? I'll quit working right now and tell you to drive in every weather condition. And I know that sounds hypocritical that I just said, well, you can drive in it, you just have to be cautious. That's true. And I know I just said, hey, park it, it's not worth it. That is true. You drive to your ability, not to what your company thinks your ability is. Trucker Strong is being about taking yourself, looking at yourself, internalizing what you're capable of, what you know, where you can reach out to, and what kind of knowledge you have. We're brothers and sisters out here. You have thousands of Trucker Strong family members to talk to. If you have a question, reach out. There's probably 5,000 or 6,000 years worth of experience in our group alone, if not more. Maybe not that much, I don't know. I'm terrible at math, so don't ask. But if you have questions, ask. If you don't know, ask. If you're worried about missing an exit or whatever, miss your exit, go up and turn around. Is that load going to be late because you're 3 blocks away? Not your fault, you're being safe. If they don't like it and they fire you, I guarantee you there's someone else out there who's going to hire you for being that safe. So watch yourselves. Be careful. Be Trucker Strong. I love each and every one of you. And if I have to go to a fucking funeral this year, you're going to regret it, because I'm going to come find you wherever you're at. Up there or down there or laying in the grass somewhere. And I'm going to haunt your ass or bring you back to life or something, just to make you deal with me. Be Trucker Strong. Be safe. And remember, we will survive the day.